All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Just going to skip right into the gameplay, and we're spectating Edwards in a duo match. Now, we are already down a teammate. We should probably grab the most wanted bounty. Now, the only reason why I say the most wanted bounty is a good idea is because we're on the edge of the circle, right? You want to go ahead and waste the time and get your teammate back, you can. I'd be down for that. It's a little early, and 5 minutes is a long time to kind of play the edge, but there's a lot of buildings and shit out here we can loot that people might not come to. And even if people do come, let them. Dude, it's duos. Everyone needs to start practicing solo duos because you guys are gonna be put in that position more than you guys would like to. And the more you guys throw yourselves in positions like this, the faster you guys will get better. So I mean, right now we could already have a minute down off the most wanted bounty, and we do have these houses over here. We have, well, there's a helicopter there, don't go there. But we could hit these buildings right here, getting the Bertha drive around. Another enemy flying in right now. Now he's gonna play the more passive route, which is fine. He's just gonna grab the money and get his boy back. But I think I'd rather my loadout, to be honest. So just as far as I would play, the move I would make in this position right now, again, most wanted bounty, get all the money I can, buy a loadout. That way when my teammate does come back, by the time that's done, if I have to get in a fight, I have to get in a fight. But when my teammate comes down, I'll have my loadout already. I'll be able to protect him while he grabs his, and then we're off. We don't have to sit here and waste time. If we buy our teammate back right now, we run a huge risk of running into another player while we're sitting here trying to run around. And a lot of you guys might be thinking, well, Savage, if I grab the most wanted bounty, I'm gonna have a big old flare on my head and people are gonna know exactly where I'm at. You're right, but if you're jumping out of windows and shit like that and just looting blindly, just trying to get money, guess what's usually gonna happen? You're probably gonna accidentally work your way here, and there's probably gonna be enemies there, and you're gonna have to fight them anyway. So right now, with saying that, we're already 2 minutes into the match, and yeah, we could be halfway through with the most wanted bounty right now. And honestly, it's not a bad idea to go around and get money if you guys want. If you're in a heavy area, there's a guy right above us to our left-hand side. You just saw it on the mini map right here. We can go get that kill. We can go get that kill real quick, get his money, and then roll out, dude. Literally shoot him in the fucking head, and then bail out and go somewhere else. I don't think he saw the enemy. I feel like he did. No, he didn't see the enemy. He saw the precision strike, and he heard the shot. That's all he saw. He wasn't paying attention to his mini map or anything. That's the team that they're fighting right now. What are we doing? Oh yeah, fam. Yeah, that's what he decided to do. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and guess he's a newer player or someone who just hasn't really practiced. This is just not what you want to do. You do not have the gun for a ranged fight like that. Even if you hit the shots, what's gonna happen? Nothing. Nothing's gonna happen. And again, there's an enemy a lot closer to us that we should be worrying about, and he's now alerted to our presence. And we're not really analyzing the things happening around us. You guys need to start using deductive reasoning whenever you approach anything, right? So like we saw the precision come in. He saw the enemy on the bridge looking at our direction, right? So what would that put in most people's heads? Oh shit, he's probably fighting an enemy team at that building complex. I mean, look at it. He was literally on the bridge staring right here. So ding, ding, ding. Even if you didn't see the blip on the mini map, which is understandable, but even if you did, you should know that there's an enemy team right there. And now, unfortunately, here we are, brought our teammate back, and we don't have a loadout. Now we have a helicopter pushing us right now, and this is one of the reasons why I kind of wish we would have gotten the most wanted bounty and grabbed the loadout, because if a team does push us, that's super aggro, which will probably happen. We're gonna be sitting here decked out with an RPG. The helicopter's taking shots. We're just sitting here watching. We could definitely shoot the helicopter right now, but he's trying to get closer. RPG is pretty accurate. Shoot the helicopter, fam. Oh my god, there you go. Dude, the helicopter was stupid for that one. He literally was like, oh shit, RPG shots, let me go get him. And he just like dove right towards us like he's about to splat us. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. But unfortunately, his teammate that he just bought back went down, and now here we are having to buy them back again. And this just comes with a lot of things they need to work on. Accuracy for sure from the bridge, paying attention to mini-map for sure, deductive reasoning. They have 0 as far as what guns to use and what fights. 0. I don't know why Blue ended up pushing that anyway in the first place, especially by himself. So teamwork. 0. I will say though, at least he buys his teammates back instead of self-res, so I'll give him that. We have glares on the bridge, so now we have to worry about the teams to our east. We have to worry about the enemies in these buildings. We have to worry about the enemies across the bridge with the snipers. We put ourselves in a very, 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 very shitty spot, and still we don't have our loadout. So we're trying to take on too much with too little. Here we are, just slow walking out here. What the? Oh, he's still protected by the truck. I did not think he was, to be honest. I did not think he was. Shot comes by. Look at the mini map. He's not paying attention to mini map. He's on the ground level, right here inside on the wall. Here comes slide canceling Betty around the corner, going back to the RPG to do some damage. Unfortunately, the RPG does not do what it used to do. So don't even break the enemy's armor. The enemy literally knows that and just forces himself right through the fire and slide cancels his way into the enemy and puts them in the face. I love the play. I would love to spectate that team. Granted, they are camping too. Maybe I wouldn't want to spectate that team. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're sitting on a trash can, I believe, with 3 doorways looking right at us. Hot. Pop dead silence. We need to take advantage of the dead silence. We keep wasting time by stopping, picking stuff up, going back. You can pick things up, dude, but there's no reason to stop in order to pick things up. We get one down. He's got a self-res. I do not believe his teammate came back here. I may be wrong. Stay on alert, but I didn't hear a parachute or anything fly in, so he may not have. So again, guys, going back to the original plan, and Savage, you already told us this like 9 times. I know, but I want to re-emphasize these things because it's just the way to do things, or it's what I prefer. You can do whatever you want. People have different skill levels, which helps them achieve other objectives and do other things better than I can, and then vice versa. I can do things better than other players can. But I will say this again: the most wanted bounty right off the bat. Go to the fire station, get the berth, and just play the edge and loot those little buildings around there. There's no reason for us to waste our money 3 times by our teammate back, and still we have no loadout. Again, grab the most wanted bounty, go over here. Berth is still there. Grab the berth and just hit these compounds and loot up. By the time the timer runs out, if you do get shot at, get in the berth and run away, right? So you're safe. If you want to play passive, you can, or you can fight them. It is only duos. There's a dead silence in there. I definitely picked that up. Unfortunately, he does not, but actually his teammate might have. His teammate did. Good shit. Good call out, Valina. Good call out. And then we would have the $12,000 we just wasted to buy our teammate back, and also we would have our damn loadout. But I won't say that anymore because we're about to finally get our loadout drop. That's right on the edge. Wow. Wow. Let's see what weapons they go with. Okay, not a bad build. So when it comes to reading the map too, guys, and trying to figure out where people are, you got to like look at the numbers, right? So a lot of times you guys will see streamers, YouTubers just kind of run around the map and they only pay attention to places they need to, meaning they'll run straight up a mountain. They won't look to the left or right. They won't scan because they're pretty confident they're the only people there. But when they hit certain areas of the map, that's when you see them change their play style and they start slide cancel around corners and checking shit. And the reason being is, again, the numbers. There's 61 players left in this big ass circle. The chance of multiple teams being here is slim to none. I do think there's probably one team military, and I wouldn't put it past there being a team over here or over here just because of the buy stations, right? Also pay attention to the buy stations. That's a good indicator where players may be at. Holy shit, there's a lot of buy stations close together. Jesus. And even on top of that, with talking about the numbers, make sure you're paying attention to the buildings too. Players love scare the shit out of me. Players love to sit on top of prominent buildings, right? Right there, that's the first one I'd go to. There's a helicopter on it and everything, and that's where players are going to be at. Make mental notes of things like that as you're playing the game. If you play a game 10 times in a row, right? If you're in 10 different matches and people are always on top of TV station, ding ding ding, always be aware that if you want to rotate and avoid TV station, do so. Or if you're trying to find some kills, go to TV station. This game is a lot of RNG, but the way players play is pretty consistent. They love the same buildings, they love the same areas, and just make mental notes of this every time you're playing the game. And just add them up. Just tally up. Where do people like to sit? Most of the time, firehouses. But because this firehouse is on the edge of the circle, way the hell out nowhere, most of the time this one's empty. But when we go to the one by stadium right here, this one, a lot of the time, has a bunch of people in it. Now, when it comes to fire stations and shit like that, buildings like that, people usually won't sit in them until it's on the edge of the circle because it is a decent place to gatekeep a squad. And again, going with reading the numbers and reading the map and figuring out where players are. Look at the circle, right? Look at the circle. There's gonna be a lot of people rotating out of this area and this area in the next 60 seconds because they're gonna have to come to the northeast side of the map towards assault mines, towards military base. So I do like the fact that we're playing military, but I don't like the fact that we're kind of wide in the open. Hopefully we make our way to the actual military base and kill whatever team's sitting here, because I guarantee you there is gonna be a team here. We also do have a bounty over here, but all these helicopters in play right now, you're not really gonna be able to do much with that. The moment you push them, if you waste your time pushing a helicopter on a rooftop, most of the time they just get in the chopper and run away. It is what it is. Or if they don't run away, they'll have the high ground and they'll probably have the advantage on you. And I'm not going to tell you guys not to push the helicopters. Do so if you want. Just know there's a huge chance you can walk your ass all the way over there to hunt that bounty down, they get in the chopper and they fly away. And that would be very, very unfortunate because that is huge waste of time. Huge. This shit here too, like what are we doing right now? We don't need to loot. If you want money, go to a bigger area. Looting shit like this is no bueno. You're spending all this time, 1 minute, 2 minutes looting this damn thing. It's already been looted in the middle of Millie. You have all these buildings, you have the tents, you have shit like that all clustered together you could hit. Granted, it's probably already hit, but again, I'd be more focused on getting kills right now than looting in the first place. And we're not really going to focus on getting aggressive kills in this video, as you guys can clearly tell, because I know a lot of you guys really don't care about the kills. It's all about the wins at the end of the day, and I respect that. It is about the wins at the end of the day. BRs are meant to win. If you have a 19 KD and you have 3 wins, it's not very impressive to me at all. But if you have a 0.5 KD and 500 wins, you know what, fam? I'm pretty impressed. But still, and this is, again, one of the things we talk about all the time, falling into this looting simulator bullshit. Stop it. It's a distraction. It's literally there to distract the shit out of you. You should be worrying about rotations and figuring out where enemies are at and things like that. These guys don't seem like they're a super passive squad. They don't really camp. They've been running around the entire time, but you can tell the lack of energy. You can tell the lack of confidence, and you can tell the lack of knowledge. For instance, when we were shooting at the guys, I'm surprised the team's still alive, to be honest, but when we were shooting at the guys on the bridge, you could just tell the shots he was taking were just, nobody would do that. And it just comes with practice. Even at a level 124, he's got a lot of learning to do, and that's fine. I can respect it. But just make sure you guys as players stop falling into this shit. Because we're on the edge of the circle, because the circle's finally collapsed, there are still 20 enemy teams. I really wouldn't be sitting here focused on looting. Grab these bounties, though. You better. You better. Yeah. Come on, baby. My dude's been watching. All right, so we got a bounty over here, and this is something I would chase. I would chase these guys because as we go to the bounty over here, guess what? We'll probably run into a team at salt mine, and then we'll be able to push them. Granted, again, going back to the bounty is usually when you get closer to a bounty, most people play scared. They hop in whatever vehicle's near them. They drive off. But this is a good vehicle we can beam them out of, so I probably would make my way over there. Get my teammate, get in a vehicle, and push using a vehicle. Staying on foot and walking out in this open is going to get you beamed from multiple locations, and I just really don't like crossing here on foot at all. At all. But Blue's still sitting here looting. Stop it! Stop it! YouTube, stop looting! Damn! If you need to buy your teammate back, if you need to buy a UAV, fine, right? If you happen to run by a building and you hear a crate, fine. But, dude, this is just not the play. And screw talking about you're not able to get a lot of kills. It's not even about that. At the end of the day, again, you're not keeping your eyes on the map. So as you're looting and breaking windows and blowing through doors, other players can hear that. And if there's a player nearby, they're going to shoot you. Notice how we're not even looking at the hill to our right. We're not checking the corners. We just run through, right? This is how players die most of the time. Lack of observation because they're so tunnel vision on the wrong thing. Looting. This game is not about looting. That's why there's loadout drops, fam. PUBG, Fortnite, shit like that, fine, right? You got to farm, you got to loot, you got to do what you got to do. You have a loadout drop. We have ammo, we have a gas mask, we have self-res, we have everything we need. But enough of that. Hopefully we'll buy UAV. He buys another loadout drop. Okay, player preference, I guess. I guess. So all that looting to get our second loadout drop and get our ghost class, which, you know what, fine, but I'm not a firm believer in ghosts. There's nothing wrong with having your body appear on the mini map, right? There's nothing wrong with being on a UAV blip. You want to get in fights. You don't want to sit here and hide and prone crawl through bushes like we did in yesterday's video, right? That's not what you want to do. You guys want to get out there and just get more efficient with everything, and changing your play style is the best way to do so. I am more of a passive aggressive player. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Most of my kills come at the end of the game. I'm not one of those guys to like literally be the first in buildings and push. I'm a ranged player. I'm a sniper and a rifle player. However, recently I've changed my play style completely by playing with different people and have just evolved as a player in total. And that's why I can sit here and tell you guys, evolving as a player is extremely, extremely challenging, but it's 100% well worth it. Even with one arm, I could be dropping more kills than these guys right now. And here we are right now. We're pissing off this enemy team that's clearly a sweat squad, and they have position on us, and they have better aim and accuracy. So now we need to get out of this fight, hopefully bail out of the wall while we're plating up and run. They're going to probably wrap around on us and gatekeep us. The only thing saving us is the fact that there was a helicopter up here, so there may be an enemy team, and if they do try to rotate, they may get third-partied. but we will see. But you know, with me saying like, oh, they're pissing off an enemy team, again, guys, I want y'all to shoot. Just make sure you're shooting in a better position. Before I would have engaged that team, I would have rotated to exactly where we're at right now and then started shooting at them. However, again, I really wouldn't sit right here because our entire right-hand side is exposed directly to the building people were camping on moments earlier. So with saying that, again, if I would have shot at that team, I probably would have get sniped from the guys on the rooftop. So maybe that would have been a bad play. I'm gonna be honest. I probably would have died. Ding, ding, ding. And that just comes with thinking about everything that you do, thinking about all your moves. There's a lot of things that really help you as a player in this game. Confidence, team energy, team synergy, just paying attention to everything going on. We know there's a sniper above us for sure. And here we are on a wall staring at nothing. Why? Why? Moments like this, if you guys ever find yourself frozen up, if you guys ever find yourself in this exact position, do something. Never, ever, ever do this. Push that enemy, rotate, get in that vehicle that's now in the gas that we could have gotten in to get safe. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't want to cross this open street with a guy on the rooftop and also a team that he's shooting at. Look at this guy, sees the glint, jumps right down, and now we are revealed. This is going to be a very difficult push for us. Even if we kill this guy on the rooftop, the guys that is getting shot by the rooftop, they're going to be waiting for us, or they'll be waiting for him on the rooftop, and we're going to fall right into his sights. Orange in a fight right now, shooting at the guy, just bailed off. He's not on the roof anymore. He's not on the roof anymore. This is why comms are so important. Pings are so important. If he would have pinged him, we would know exactly where he's at. But unfortunately, it looks like Blue's about to run to his death, trying to find an enemy. ADSing on him finally, getting in the knock. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how the hell. Wow. I'm actually surprised he was able to get that kill. Not trying to be mean or anything. Wow. Very interesting. Now, when it comes to the importance of things, that armor box is way more important in my eyes than the munitions. That or the teammate should pick it up. He's got Deddy. Yeah, I'd definitely rock that armor plate box for sure, especially since we're already down 3. When you kill players, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have ammo. Granted, ammo's been a little bit more scarce lately, but I still go with the armor plates. Now, look. We have a good position, honestly. We really do. We need to maintain the hill. We have elevation on literally everything except for this. We're not in the best position. This isn't the greatest. But for what this circle is right now, you either have here or here. We will have to rotate and move eventually. And here we are shooting the team we were shooting at earlier, living in our scope. Remember, guys, as we're focused on this guy with our glint out, the teammate that's down here to our bottom right, he's going to see our glint, know exactly where we're at. He's going to beam the shit out of us. So we need to be very careful how we're holding this one target. Remember, there are 2, not 1. And we need to get this position. Don't fall off the hill. If these guys fall off the hill, they're really screwed. Then they'll get shot down from whoever's going to be up here. If these guys end up rotating, or TV station building and everything like that. And as we're shooting, remember, even if you're suppressed, you're still making noise. We can hear suppressed shots. So with that being said, you got a lot to worry about sitting on this ridge, tunnel visioning on one team. There's a guy on the rooftop, I believe. Yep. 2 guys. Got to be patient with it. Gotta be patient. So that enemy right there is moving around. The one we're aiming at is moving around, but the guy to the left, he was sitting still for a long period of time. There's the knock. Are we able to get to execute? That's going to be the ultimate question. Enemy's trying to suppress us so that we can't get to execute. He did really good on that one. Now, if we were a decent sniper, he wouldn't have survived and had a chance in hell, but the enemy's still sitting there suppressing the fire as we're trying to self-res. That was a very good team play right there. Seems basic to a lot of you guys, and it really is. But again, shit like that we don't see very often. All right, so we have 6 teams left, 6 enemy teams left, and we're, again, tunnel vision right here, sitting in a bush. Our entire southwest side's exposed. You may think you're invisible in a bush. You are not. Good double on the riot shield. Good thing we took him out that early, bro. Riot shield users are a pain in the ass. I fucking can't stand them, but damn. When they die, it's the most, even if I don't kill them, just watching a riot shielder die is the most rewarding feeling in the world. Ho, guys! If y'all want to get gassed out and cracked out, purchase Sneak Energy. Links in the description below. Use code SAVAGE at purchase if y'all are wondering what flavor to get. Strawberry Millions is my go-to. That shit is fire. But here we are again. Weird, we're in a bush. But Savage, we were in a bush. How do you know we were here? Because they don't protect you like you think they do. Weird, right? Now respect the precision. Normally I wouldn't waste precision to execute, but because his teammate was up there and they were on the edge of the circle, that precision was either going to force them down the hill, or it was going to kill them both. So I can respect it. Here we are getting beamed right now. And again, like I said, it wasn't the best position to be in because TV station is probably the greatest, but it was the second best position to be in up there. We should have just been picking our fights more efficiently instead of pissing off everyone around us. Now here we are going right back to a bush. I don't know what it is about this update lately where it makes people camp bushes like this. We haven't seen this shit since season 5. We haven't seen this shit that often since season 5. We see it all the time. But man, 2 videos back to back of people sitting in bushes. Stop it. And again, it's not about kills. I don't want anyone here thinking they have to drop 20 kills to be good. You don't. Just win the game, right? But guess how you win games? You get better as a player. You get better with your gunfights. And here we are taking shots at the enemy. Again, picking fights that we shouldn't be picking. We got teammates to our left. We got teammates in front of us. We're trying to rotate. We're going back and forth, laying in a bush. But guess what? If he's efficient, he's going to spray through the bush because it's the only thing to do. And you're going to go down. Not surprised there at all. And unfortunately, Edwards was able to secure the self. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. No. Made out of gas. Oh my God. No shot, bro. We need to run. There's the enemies right now on the left-hand side of the ridge on the high ground. Go ahead, pop your plate, take advantage of this fight. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. The team above us will probably look down and shoot at us and get the kill. But again, why? Stop this. Stop blinding yourself. You're better off looking at the enemy and trying to kill him in this small of a circle. He's going to go with the passive play, though. And you know what? I can't really hate on that much because there is 3 enemy teams left. Let them kill each other off. That's his mindset right now. That's what he's thinking. So that's what he's going to do. We don't have a gas mask. The circle is going to be rotating to our right-hand side. We're going to need to move relatively soon. But I think he's going to wait for the circle to actually hit him before he rotates. There's the enemy exposed right now. This is a good time to snipe him in the head. He's on the right side of our crosshair on our reticle. We need to switch to our sniper and get these shots. They're very, very vulnerable. Finally switching, but unfortunately we're already in the gas. We missed it because of the jitter from the gas, and now we're getting shot from both directions. No surprise there. GG. But Savage, you keep posting these slow ass games. Look, I'm not here to post high kill games. We will every now and then for sure. But again, there's a lot of players that are still doing this shit. The moment I stop seeing people do crazy crap like this is the moment that I'll stop posting gameplay like this. This is a learning experience. This is how to get better at the game. This isn't going to be high octane 20, 30 kill games every single video. But I really hope if you guys are doing this, you're learning and you're growing as a player altogether. But guys, thank y'all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel today. But until next time, you have a good one and good luck in Warzone.